Hello, my name is Anita Peters with Peters Realty Professionals in Loganville, Georgia, and I have some beautiful homes to share with you today. Information deemed reliable but not guaranteed. Hello, my name is Anita Peters with Peters Realty Professionals in Loganville, Georgia, and I have some beautiful homes to share with you today. Information deemed reliable but not guaranteed.
For coming out and celebrating this wonderful occasion. We're very excited for you to be here. We're also very excited about our new complex, as you can tell. At this time, we're going to have our national anthem by the Social Circle Band. This time I'm going to turn the microphone over to Carrie Smiley from the Chamber, and she'll lead us through our ribbon cutting ceremony, and then we'll ask everyone to come in and have a seat in the stadium for a few minutes for a few announcements.
Thank you, Dr. McGee. I'm so excited to be here today, as I know all of you are. We are so excited about the partnership that we have with Social Circle Schools and their partnership with Walton Proud, one of our board partners in that initiative through the Chamber of Commerce. And I know that y'all are very proud of your athletic complex, as you should be. It looks absolutely fantastic. And I know that y'all are going to get to see more pictures of the groundbreaking for the ring started and all that on the videos in a bit. But at this time, we're going to ask all the school board members to come ahead and come forward, and we're going to do the ribbon cutting. And then, as Dr. McGee said, everybody will head to the stadium for some more announcements.
Are you ready? 1, 2, 3. Perfect.
I would like to thank Representative Williamson, Representative Burt Jones, Commission Chairman Kevin Little. I believe I saw newly elected Commissioner Lee Bradford. I'm sure there's many others, but I would like to give our representatives and Kevin Little and our mayor a chance to say a few words. So at this time, Bruce, if you'd like to come forward.
I've had the honor of representing this part of Walton County as a state representative now for 40 years, and I can assure you this goes straight to the top, one of the highlights of my opportunity to serve citizens of Walton County. Very briefly, I wanted to share with you all what a wonderful reputation the City Social Circle school system is getting throughout the state of Georgia. You know, it all drives back to jobs and economic development. and the word's getting out through the economic development community about the leadership and the fine work of the Social Circle School Board and leaders like Dr. McGee and former leaders like Hal Daly and our chairman Tim Lemons has done making facilities such as this possible. So to all the athletes that are going to be competing on this field in the years to come, remember this day, remember it's a point of social circle pride, and we look forward to a lot of victories out here, but give it your all just like these leaders in your community have done to make this day possible. So thank you for the opportunity to speak, and go Social Circle.
Thank you, Bruce. Mr. Jones.
Thank you, Dr. McGee, and thank you everyone for being here tonight. This is an exciting night to be a part of Social Circle and the fine school that you have here. Just to echo a lot of things that Bruce said, you should give yourself a big pat on the back, because having represented this area for a couple years and getting an opportunity to represent other places around Middle Georgia, this is just an outstanding turnout right here. You just don't find this in a lot of small communities anymore. So give yourself a round of applause. Thank you for letting us be a part of this tonight. And it's obvious that you have good leadership with your mayor and your Board of Education, so you should thank them for a job well done. And football team has no excuse to have nothing short of a state title this year. So we'll put it on you boys now. Go Redskins.
We'll be happy with a few wins. Thank you, Senator Jones. This time, Kevin Little.
Thank you, Dr. McGee. On behalf of the Board of Commissioners of Walton County, I'm Walton proud. We're proud to have this in Walton County. We appreciate the taxpayers of Social Circle putting this down here. They talked about football, but my heart sits softball right over there. My two daughters play softball. Softball is awesome. All sports is awesome, but I got one in college and one in high school right now, and I know y'all got a killer softball team right over here. So come out, and that'll be the first sport event here will be at the Redskins softball. So go Redskins, wish you good luck this year, and keep it up.
Thank you. We do have our first softball game tomorrow night on our softball field. And at this time, this gentleman needs no introduction, former chairman of the Board of Education, current mayor, Hal Daly.
What a great day for Social Circle. Look at this. Everybody needs to be proud of the commitment, the sacrifice that the Board of Education has made and given this wonderful facility to the citizens of South Walton, Social Circle, and particularly the student athletes. Student athletes, please stand up. You may not win every time, but never quit, never give up, and make us Redskins proud.
Thank you, Mayor. Certainly none of this would be possible without you, the community, the taxpayers. Mr. Lemons and I recorded some messages, partly because we didn't want to speak in front of everyone, but we wanted to show off our new matrix board as well. So we'll show a couple of messages, have a few more words, and then you'll be free to explore the complex. Good evening, and welcome to our grand opening and ribbon cutting ceremony of our new state-of-the-art athletic complex. First, I would like to thank you, the community and citizens of Social Circle. We have been collecting special local option sales tax money since 2002, and it is your money and your commitment that has helped us pay for this awesome facility. Our school system is debt-free. I would like to say a special thank you to Tim Lemons and members of our Board of Education and recent members of our Board of Education for their commitment and leadership in making this project a reality. Thank you to John Callahan, Jamie Peterson, Larry Cross, Randy Carruthers, Charlie Aiken, Lawana Bell, all current board members along with Chairman Tim Lemons, and recent board members Matt Hester, Geraldine Fears-Lett, and Dan Chisholm. I would also like to thank the architecture and engineer firm of Robertson, Loya and Roof, and specifically Todd Gilbert, David White, Dwayne Roof, and David Luke. They designed our facility. Also to Charles Black Construction, who built our fine complex, Joe Rohde, Chet, Rod Nix, Clark McDonald, and Billy Minish. Our complex includes the awesome stadium and artificial turf, a baseball field, softball field, an indoor batting facility with dressing rooms, our practice field, our field house, and 5 lighted tennis courts. We also have a rubberized track and all the field events that go with track and field. We hope you enjoy your tour this evening and come back often. Now a few words from our board chair, Tim Lemons.
Good afternoon and welcome to the Social Circle Redskins Stadium and Athletic Facility. I would like to say thank you to all the board members that have been involved in this project and city officials who have been involved with this project for many years. As most recent though, I would especially like to thank the board members that were involved with the sports complex. We have worked long hours, studied many sheets of plans to try to come up with the complex that we have here that I think is a magnificent facility for our student athletes. I hope that you enjoy what you see tonight and that you're proud of it, as proud as I am and as proud as the board members are and the staff. I also want to ask you to check out every building, see what you as a community have built, because it was your funds through the ELOS that you voted for that made this possible. If that had not happened, we would not have this great facility here today for our students now and for many years to come. Again, I want to thank everybody that was involved, and I do want to give a special thanks to past chairman Hal Dally, who started the ball rolling on this project many years ago with the foresight he had, and former president of Georgia Central Bank, which is now Pinnacle Bank, at the time was Roy Michael, who, when the Social Circle Development Authority turned the property over to the school for us to build on, forgave the remaining debt so that we did not have to pay. When we got ready to build, all we had to pay for was the sports complex. I would like to thank the Roy Michael family and also the members that was involved with Social Circle Development Authority and the City Council at that time for having the foresight to know what we would be needing in the future. And again, I hope you enjoy your time tonight. I hope you spend many nights here, and I hope that our student athletes are very successful. I know they're hardworking, and I know that they are dedicated, and now they have a facility to be proud of to participate in any sport they want to. Thank you again. Have a good evening.
Before Mr. Lemons comes up for a few words, I do want to invite you to explore the whole complex, the batting cages. Also, we have a newly renovated gym. We have a new gym floor with some new artwork, and we would love for you to go and check that out this evening as well. Now, Mr. Lemons.
Good evening. I'd like to thank all of y'all for coming out tonight. I said it wasn't going to get emotional. I never thought that I would see this in my lifetime. And it's because of a community that supports their school. If it was not, we would not have this. I'm proud of it. I know the students are proud of it. We expect you to work even harder now. But I do want to know, let everyone know that all the ELOS funds that have been raised have not all gone to the sports complex. The Soul Circle Board of Education and its administration puts academic number one. And we all know that for you to be successful out here on the sports field, that you've got to be do well in the classroom. So again, like I said, this is y'all's facility. The taxpayers paid for it. Enjoy it, and we are working at this time to try to figure out how we can maintain security on the property, but still allow the citizens to walk on the track when we do not have sporting events going on, to allow citizens to use the tennis courts when we do not have events going on, and the possibility of leasing the batting facility out to traveling ball teams if it's not a conflict with any of our sporting teams that are trying to play. Like I said, it's a lot different than anything I had to play on, and a lot of the people sitting in these stands. So we're very proud of it. Want you to be proud of it. Go Redskins!
You are free to walk the complex. Thank you.
And the beach towels and go back to work. All the school, it's a great day today, great program today. Good afternoon and welcome to the August Annual Education Summit Luncheon. We're excited to have you guys out in a great crowd. And you're going to hear about our quality education in the county. And we know when you leave today, if you aren't already, you too will be what? I didn't rehearse that. One more time. Walton proud. First, let me thank our sponsors for today's luncheon, Walton EMC and Pinnacle Bank. I think Pinnacle Bank has got a reunion going on over here in the corner. Without our sponsors, many events would not be possible, so we thank you guys from the bottom of our heart for sponsoring today. If you guys would give a round of applause for these sponsors today. At this time, I want to ask my good friend Dee Dee Quinlan to introduce Pinnacle Bank team. It may take about an hour. Glad you guys came out today. And then he's going to give the invocation and lead us in the pledge. And then after the pledge, Kathy Ivey with EMC, and a member of our chamber board, she'll come and introduce our program speakers.
Thanks, Al. I appreciate that. Thanks everybody for coming. I wanted to take a minute here and just introduce. We did bring a heavy contingent today, and some of these folks are upper management. I wanted to take a minute to introduce them. And we start with Doug Clark. He's our Senior Vice President in mortgage lending. He has just joined the bank not long, a couple of weeks, 3 weeks ago, and we're excited to have him with us. Darren Hollis is also new with us. He's Eastern Region kind of commercial services team, and they help with checking deposit services for many of our commercial customers. Mason McWhorter is our Central Region Group VP, and Mason is, we report to Mason from here, and then David Boyle is the EVP and the branch administration for the bank. And so David, glad to have you here. I know a lot of you know a lot of us that are in the community and see in a lot of these functions, and I thought it might be good to take a minute to introduce and then tell a little something about the people that actually work in Walton County every day. And the first person on my list would be Beth Staff. She started with Georgia Central Bank in 1998, and when Pinnacle merged with Georgia Central in 2007, she's been here the whole time. And something you might not know about Beth is she is the mother of twin daughters. So that's an assignment there. Next person on my list would be Betsy Jordan. Betsy's a mortgage lender out of Monroe office. Betsy's an avid runner, and for those of you who don't know, Betsy's completed 4 half marathons, and I would wager that Betsy has done more mortgage loans in Walton County than anybody else in the market. Don Paul is my partner in crime. He's a business banker, and he works out of the Monroe office. Don's father is from Ohio. His mother is from Atlanta. He was born in Maxwell Field in Alabama. His brother was born in Casablanca, British Morocco, and his sister was born in Rainy Air Force Base in Puerto Rico. And when he was 5 years old, they moved to Morocco, and they went over on an ocean liner on a trip that took 2 weeks. So that's a pretty interesting fact about Don. Michael Shelby. Michael is our commercial services market manager here, and what many of you may not know about Michael is he was a cheerleader at the University of Alabama, and he played on the basketball team at the University of Go get a little closer to home. Jean Walford is our retail sales manager here, and she grew up on a poultry farm in Good Hope, Georgia, and she's afraid of vegetables. I think everybody in the room knows Gail. Gail's the branch manager here in Monroe. And what you probably don't know about Gail is when she gets mad at me, she likes to wave her finger at me, which really makes me laugh and makes her madder. And she does not like to be called Miss Gail, which a lot of people just tend to do. Freddie Jones is out of our social circle office. He's a business development officer. Freddie was head of ticket sales for the University of Georgia under the Dooley era for 22 years. And he said the one thing that they always teased him about there was he only missed the ticket one time on a will call, and it was for his own wife's first game. And he said they're no longer married. And last and least, I'm Dee Quillian. What you probably don't know about me was when I was in high school, I had a pet buzzer. So, listen. So we'll say the implication. If everybody stand.
Good afternoon. I'm Kathy Ivy with Walton EMC. And we didn't bring as many people with us because I guess we're still on the summer schedule maybe. But I do have Dan Bennett with me, and I saw Hal Brady out there somewhere. And what I can tell you about Hal Brady is he is retired but has still come back. He's kind of like Sonny. I don't think he's ever going to really be retired. And then Dan Bennett, he takes care of our buildings, our offices in our 3 different cities, so he does a real good job at that. But anyway, Walton EMC is proud to be a sponsor of the annual Education Summit, and we know how very important quality education is to our community. Today we will first hear from the great Walton proud community, and then it will be followed by our speakers from each one of our school systems. The speakers will come up in order, as it is on the agenda, but I will ask each one of them to stand as I recognize them. Terry may get on to me for saying this, but anyway, I have to say this because this first speaker, all of you are special to me, but he holds a very special place in my heart because I feel like I spent a lot of time with him and he helped my son get through school. And that is Headmaster George Walton Academy, Billy Nicholson. Then we have Amy McCauley, Lower School Principal from Loganville Christian Academy. Then we have Superintendent Dr. Todd McGee from Social Circle Schools. And then our Superintendent, Gary Hobbs with Walton County Schools. At this time, I would like to ask the Walton Proud Committee to come up.
All right, I'm Dessa Morris, and I am proud to kick off this little short introduction about Walton Proud. I'm honored to serve along with representatives from all the school systems as well as some pretty amazing business leaders. This project began in 2013 as an initiative of the Walton County Chamber of Commerce, and oh my goodness, I don't think any of us ever dreamed how successful it would be. We are proud of the outstanding education options in our area with cutting-edge technology, state-of-the-art facilities, highly qualified teachers, and outstanding students. We all have much to be proud of. But for me, Walton Proud is the car wash that was hosted this summer by the football team from Loganville High School and the football team from Walnut Grove High School that they hosted along with George Walton Academy to raise money for one of our students that's fighting cancer. So that sums up Walton Proud in a nutshell.
Absolutely. My name's Kenny Smiley, and we've done a lot of publicizing, a lot of marketing for Walton Proud through billboards, our local newspaper, the Walton Tribune. They've been great help in getting our word out. We have also had articles in the newspaper, articles in magazines such as Walton Living and Georgia Connector. Also, we have put together a couple of pieces of collateral that are specific to Walton Proud, like a Walton Proud brochure. Hopefully you all see that on your table. And also partnered with the Walton Tribune on an actual magazine for Walton Proud specific. Those are on your table as well too. So a lot of publicizing, a lot of marketing efforts going on for Walton Proud.
I'm Sarah Lynn Halbert. I'm from Social Circle City Schools. It always amazes me that after 35 years of education and teaching and talking to kids, how nervous I get when I get in front of the real world. But I wanted to tell you that we have done a lot with Walton Proud to sponsor events, and our next event will be on August the 23rd. It's actually that day has been declared Walton Proud Day, and furthermore, from the rest of the time, we will be declared, August will be Walton Proud Month, declared by the Board of Commissioners. So we'd like for you to come out on August the 23rd downtown. We will be having the local market, the farmer's market, and then the taste of the market. And the local market is 8:30 to 12:30, and the taste of the market is 10 until 2 o'clock. We will all have, and we're in conjunction with Downtown Development Authority, but we will have students from all four of our systems, Loganville Christian, George Walton, Walton County, and Social Circle City Schools, that will be there representing us. We'll have the bands, the choruses, JROTC, cheerleaders, singers, technology demonstrations, twirlers. And if you saw it in high school, if you haven't, we've got lots of you going on. Come on downtown on the 23rd and join us because we are Walton Proud.
I'm Shannon Browning from Loganville Christian Academy. One of the things that we're most proud of in our school systems is that we have some of the most technologically progressive schools in the state. So we have made sure that as a Walton Proud committee that we've got plenty of web presence out there. We do have a web page. We invite you to go there and visit it and see all of the things that we're doing as part of Walton Proud. In addition, we do have a Facebook page as well, and we would like to invite all of you to like that Facebook page. And posted on there daily are different events and different things that we're proud of from each of our schools. So it really helps you to keep up with what's going on in Walton County education. And we'd love for you to like that and put our Walton Proud picture as your profile picture for a little bit.
I'm Kim Embry with the Walton County School District, and I get to tell you about something that's coming up in October. On October 15th, we will be holding our second annual VIP bus tour. And some of you I know went on that last year, and it's an amazing experience. You get to load onto a coach bus and spend the day touring our schools. We'll take you around to the social circle schools, Walton County schools, and both of the private schools, and you can learn a little more about what we do and see it firsthand. We'll also feed you lunch. So that's October 15th. If you would like to go, we would love to have you. You can talk to anyone on the committee, or you can talk to Terry and any of her staff to get a place, because the places are limited, so you want to be sure and sign up quickly.
I'm Angela Garman. I'm the Executive Director of Communities and Schools of Walton County. And I have the opportunity to tell you about some of our video collateral that we have produced, and you'll get to see some of that in just a minute. We have a 2-minute video that's available for you to download from YouTube. You can search YouTube for Walton Proud and you'll find it, or you can go directly to our website and get it. If you're in any kind of business that's trying to attract people to Walton County, we really encourage you to share this out on your Facebook page or on your website, or you can download it and save it onto a jump drive and give it out to people who are coming to your business, and we'd love to see you do that. That's why we made it. We want to share it out. We also have a 30-second commercial that was pulled from the footage of this video, and it is currently running on Comcast cable, Monroe Utilities, and Comcast in Walton County. So some of you may already be seeing our 30-second commercials on ESPN, the Weather Channel, and Fox News. So I think we're about to see the video, and that will close us out for today. Thank you all.
I am Walton Proud.
We're Walton Proud.
We're Walton Proud.
In Walton County, we are proud of our schools. State-of-the-art facilities, highly qualified teachers, and an active collaboration with the business community add up to excellent choices in our public and private schools.
I'm Walton Proud.
I am Walton Proud.
Our schools offer a wide variety of athletic opportunities, from the traditional varsity sports to programs in golf, equestrian, and archery.
We're Walton Proud! We are Walton Proud! We're Walton Proud!
Almost any interest a student may have can be explored through exciting academic and vocational clubs, service organizations, the arts, and social groups, giving students an extra outlet for creativity and a sense of belonging. Cutting-edge one-to-one technology initiatives, interactive teaching methods, and online parent communication portals are part of Walton County's 21st century schools.
We are Walton Proud.
Community involvement makes our schools great. Support from businesses and community organizations keeps everyone connected. Join us in supporting all of our schools. Be Walton Proud.
You know, Billy Nicholson always tells me how much smarter he is than I am. Based on the fact that he put these two ladies up here, I agree. He lives next door to me, so I hear it quite often. But I can see. Thank you for some time today, and I appreciate very much the opportunity to talk about our school district. I want to recognize some staff here. We have quite a number of staff here today. Raise your hand, everybody from Walton County Schools. We have one principal with us, Dawn Spruill. Dawn, raise your hand high. Harvard Middle School principal. I'm sorry, Brian's here too, from Monroe Area High School. The rest are our staff. Of course, our board chairman, Mr. Jeremy Kilburn, is here. He does a great job of leading our board. And we're very, very pleased to have him on our Board of Education. And he has a son at Harvard Middle School this year. So he is deeply involved in our schools as well from a parent standpoint. Walton County Schools is growing. We grew 300 students last year.
We're serving 13,700 as of last year. I expect it to be 14,000, close to it by Labor Day. We get a warm body count, we call it every day, and I think it was 613 something today, and it'll go up every day for the next couple of weeks. So, big school system, the 16th fastest growing in the state, and I expect that to go up some as well. With our Walton Proud initiative, I think the secret's out about Walton County, and I think the Walton Proud initiative has been a big part of that. We're the 20th largest district out of 180 in the state, and we employ nearly 2,000 people in Walton County. It is a big operation, folks, and getting bigger. 15 schools, organized into clusters, 3 high schools fed by 3 middle schools, and each of those are fed by 3 elementary schools. They're aptly named the Monroe, Loganville, and Walnut Grove clusters. Where have we been? Last 5 years, growth of 1,000, and as I said, we expect to reach about 14,000 this year. Free and reduced lunch, and of course poverty, lower socioeconomic homes is always an issue with school districts. All the studies say the kids from lower socioeconomic homes do not have as good a chance to succeed. We don't necessarily agree with that. We see a lot of kids succeeding, but here's where we've gone in the last 5 years, from a 30.87% free and reduced lunch to 51.6% free and reduced lunch. So the situation of poverty with the budget situation, folks losing jobs and all, has increased our poverty rate. And there you see what it requires to be free and reduced lunch for a family of 4. One of the problems, of course, with budget has been loss of property value. And a lot of you may not realize it, but Walton County was in the top 10 counties in the state for loss of property value. We lost, you cannot see it from the back of the room, 29.8% of our value in the last 5 years. So that has affected everybody as well as the schools. Tax digest, our millage value has decreased from about 2.5 million per mill to about 1.7 or 8 million per mill. So that's a huge decrease in our millage rate. One of our problems, and a problem for you and your business, is employee insurance. Look what's happened to us in the last 6 years. Our classified employees, which are our bus drivers, cafeteria workers, clerical folks, custodians, look what's happened to their employee insurance. And we expect another $150 bump next year. That will be $1 million to our school system, just in those insurance increases for our classified employees. Our certified rate has gone up as well. It's based on a percentage of salary now. And of course, certified are our teachers, administrators, and those folks with a certificate. What's our budget done in the last few years that we've been talking about? 104 million and change in 08, 09. Last year was our lowest year, 94,760 and change, and we're back up to 99,861, 897, and the board approved that last night for our budget for this year. So we're grateful for some additional funds from the state. It is an election year, I would say that. So we aren't doing backflips yet. Bruce is laughing at me here a little bit, but he's going to take care of that in the next legislative session for our budget problems. So, anyway, we did receive that additional money. We did see a little bump up on our tax digest, which is a good sign for all of us. Our board was able to roll the millage rate back $0.5 mil this year, so that'll save you a little money on your property taxes. We're able to hire more teachers to reduce class size. We put all the receptionists back in our schools for security purposes and because they need the help. And we eliminated all the furlough days for our staff this year, so that's huge. Talking to the Madison County Superintendent the other day, and they still have 8 furlough days in Madison County this year. So we've got a lot of smaller systems that are still suffering from the budget shortfall. One thing we're very proud of, and you should be proud of too, because your tax money goes to fund this, is our facilities. We have top-notch facilities in Walton County. We appreciate so much the support of our ELOS referendum, and you have passed that 4 times now. And it's made a huge difference for our students. If they go to school in a beautiful facility, they're going to do better. And so we got a lot going on with facilities. You know, we were looking at some studies nationwide. You realize the average, and I don't have a finite number, between 40 and 50 years for the age of school buildings in the United States. Our oldest is 22, and after the next 2 upgrades, we'll only have 1 school over 15 years old. So, you know, we have been able to keep our school buildings very up to date because of you and your support of our district. Here's a picture of the artist rendering of New Loganville Middle School that will be finished in April. We hope you'll come out for the ribbon cutting next May, and we'll be moving into that school a year from now. Of course, we started school this Monday, but we're really pleased. That's a 1,500 FTE middle school, and it is a beautiful school. We will probably have to have segues for the administrators. They're already going in and looking at the length of those halls, and they're already planning on getting some comfortable shoes, but we're very excited about it. Here's an actual picture of what's going on right now. The elementary school that will adjoin that school, the Loganville Elementary replacement school, will be to the left there, and I'll show you the next picture will be a rendition of what it will look like when we're through. It will be a beautiful campus, and 2 ultra-modern schools, both very energy efficient. They are the compact school design, a lot of skylights and natural lighting, but not a lot of outside windows, which is a security issue now in schools. So we're building those schools very secure and very energy efficient. Some notable things, I already mentioned the ELOS. We only have a handful of mobile units in Walton County schools. That's very unusual for a district growing like we are growing. And we've been able to stay ahead of the curve, and we have capacity in our schools. And when people want to move to Walton County, that's one thing they look at. How many mobile units are sitting outside your school? How much capacity do you have for new students? And so we're excited about staying ahead of the curve. Of course, safety, as Todd mentioned, is a big deal for us. We have SROs in all of our middle and high schools, and I've got to give a shout out to the Walton County Sheriff's Department, the Loganville Police Department, and the Monroe Police Department for providing our SROs. They are phenomenal to work with, and they really care about the safety of our kids. All 3 of those police agencies do. We were recognized a couple years ago for our nationally recognized for our Safe Campus Rewards program, and that's a program where we pay monetary rewards for tips from students on drugs, alcohol, and tobacco products. Interesting. Some of our kids are paying their insurance and gas. We've got some real tipsters out there. It's really eliminated a lot of those kind of things in our schools because those folks that would bring those items don't know who's going to see it and report it. We just received another National School Safety Award. Dr. Franklin and Joe Cantrell, one of our SROs in Loganville, wrote an app to put on our iPads where a student can click on that app and report it immediately, even from the classroom, as soon as he sees the item. He doesn't have to wait and go to the office and do those things. It's all anonymous, and so we just got another award for that with this program. We'll be pushing that to our 3 high schools next year. We tested it last year at Loganville High School. Worked really well, got the bugs out of it, and it'll be going out to all 3 of our high schools this year. We do have video surveillance in all 17 of our facilities and on every bus. It's funny, we've had a couple buses. In fact, we had a bus accident Monday morning. A lady ran into the back of one of our buses, and we had the video of the bus when it happened. And the reaction of the kids and the driver to determine, if anybody was hurt or what reaction the driver took. She did a great job with it. Didn't hurt any kids, thank goodness. But the video surveillance, when we have a problem on a bus, is just invaluable to us in dealing with those problems. And of course, we've integrated HVAC and lighting controls in all of our facilities to increase efficiency. We can control all that from a computer. Our HVAC techs handle all of that. After hours, our air conditioners go down and we save a lot of energy. We've saved a lot of money that way. And so we're excited about that as well. Some performance accomplishments. Graduation rates exceeded the state's rate for the 2nd consecutive year. In 6 out of the last 7 years, we've exceeded Gwinnett County by 10 percentage points this past year and the state by 10 percentage points. I love to point that out to the Gwinnett superintendent whenever we have meetings. He always changes the subject. But anyway, we're excited about what our kids are doing. Our graduation rate this past year was 80.6% over the cohort rate. And we're very excited about the fact that we're graduating many more of our kids. The graduation gaps for those economically disadvantaged kids and minority students continue to close. And the class of 2014 earned more than $12 million in scholarships, not counting Hope or the Zell Miller Scholarship. And of course, 100% of our schools increase their academic performance. And then we, of course, offer AP courses as these other schools that have talked about. We had 57 AP scholars last year in Walton County schools. we're really excited about a study that was just accomplished by the Center for American Progress. It was a nationwide study. Walton County School District, you may have seen this in the Tribune last weekend, one of the top systems in the state on return on education investment. Basically saying that we're in the top 22% of 174 Georgia systems with a 90% or higher rating on the State Achievement Index, saying that we're using the dollars to the best advantage for student achievement. And it's good to have an outside agency come in and tell us that. I just appreciate the board and their vision and the work of our staff so much in being efficient with your tax dollars to ensure that we do achieve great student achievement with those dollars we're spending. We're really proud of our 21st Century Grant programs. We have over 1,000 students after school at 12 locations around the county. And this helps with budget issues too. When students fall behind, we don't have to generate more programs. This 21st Century Grant program is a grant, and it does fund these after school sites. And we're excited about the number of students that we can hang on after school and remediate and keep them caught up. You know, when we were growing up, you know, literacy was able to read and write. Here's the new definition for literacy with today's students. 21st century literacy includes proficiency with the tools of technology and ability to manage, analyze, and synthesize multiple streams of simultaneous information, and ability to design and share information with global communities to meet a variety of purposes. How many of you are literate? I'm not. But that's what these kids are going to have to do, and many of them can already do with technology. So we better meet them where they are and get them ready. Just like some of the other folks were up here were talking about, we don't know what kind of jobs they're going to have to compete for down the road, especially these young kids in elementary school. But the kids of today want entertainment and play in their work, education, and social life. They're the collaboration and relationship generation. They have a need for speed and not just in video games. They are moving and they are multitasking all the time. So we have to meet them where they are. We feel like our eSmart program does that. This is our second year. We're seeing a transformation in the culture of our high school. Our eSmart program, for those of you who do not know, is we put an iPad in the hands of every high school kid last year. We're moving to middle school next year. Our middle school teachers will be in training this year. And we just feel like we owe it to our kids to get them ready for a world of technology they're going to be in. And of course, this has been very successful. We're the largest program of its kind in Georgia school systems. And again, this is made possible by your passing of the Education Local Option Sales Tax Referendum. So thank you for that again. Great Promise Partnership, Todd mentioned this, that they're starting this in Social Circle. We're very, very excited about it. We work with our Communities and Schools affiliate, which Angela is here, and local businesses by placing students through the Great Promise program in businesses in the afternoon. We provide transportation to the business and pick them up after about 3 or 4 hours of working. The businesses pay them $8 to $10 an hour. They gain these real world skills. And folks, it helps some kids stay in school. They can't go to work unless they come to school. They can't get on that bus unless they're there. And they can't get on the bus and go to work unless their grades are good. So it's not for kids that are in trouble or anything like that. It's for kids who need a leg up, who may, for socioeconomic reasons, this job may mean the difference in them walking across that stage or dropping out. So we're excited about that as well. But it encourages the students to achieve goals and to recognize the value of education. And Mike, you're here, I think. Did you bring Andrea? And Mike Schoon is here with Hitachi. And Andrea, would you stand up? She's one of our students from Monroe Area High School in Great Promise. And she is in accounting. Andrea works with Hitachi in the accounting department. And she's doing a great job out there, I understand. And Andrea, we appreciate you very much. And thank you for coming today and representing our Great Promise programs. And Mike, thank you and Hitachi for having Andrea out there. We think it's a great partnership. We appreciate it. A word about the Walton Proud Initiative. And first of all, that committee that stood up here, folks, that's the A-team. I'm telling you. If you want something done, you put that group on the committee, it'll get done. And they're the main reason Walton Proud is flying like an eagle. And I appreciate each and every one of them. They've worked extremely hard to promote our county. And I do appreciate it. But one of the things that they did not mention, they might not even know about, Doug Monda called me back at the first of the summer from LCA and said one of the pastors over at the Cross Church was interested in helping some underprivileged kids or some kids that might need some help. And the Cross Church, with that relationship, we were able to steer 105 families to the Cross Church before school starts. They got book bags, haircuts, they even got oil changed in cars, and 105 of them, and that occurred because of our relationship and because Doug didn't mind calling me, and I thought it was a great opportunity, and we got those kids' names to the church, and they got them over there, and things like that go on around here, and that doesn't happen everywhere. And I just, Doug, thank you for calling me about that. Thank you so much for that. And I've got a meeting with the pastor of the Cross, and I'll thank him personally next week. But those are the kind of things that happen. And I really appreciate the Chamber and their investment in our schools. It is just critically important. If you haven't had the chance to visit the Walton Proud website, please do so. Another shout out to our board, and here's their picture. Last year they received Quality School Board recognition from the Georgia School Boards Association. This year they will be recognized as a board of distinction. They've done a lot of things, a lot of additional training to do that. They're a phenomenal group of people who care about our kids. I just can't say enough about them and their leadership, that they're in a public service job. They get paid very little, and they spend an untold amount of hours for our kids and our staff. So very proud of our school board, and as you know, every school board in every county doesn't get that recognition. In fact, they get the other kind of recognition. I don't want to call any names, but DeKalb, Clayton, Atlanta City. So, you know, I don't have to tell you, you've seen it. But anyway, very proud of our board and what they've accomplished for our school district. They have a great vision. Here are our district teachers of the year. We've got a very highly qualified group of teachers. 82% of our teachers now hold advanced degrees, masters or above. And our retention rate last year was 94% of our employees. People love working in Walton County. We want to keep it that way. If you hang on to good folks, it's going to be good for your kids and good for your community. So we're very pleased with our staff. Where are we going for the future? Well, folks, we've got a plan for growth. All of us is coming, and we're seeing it. We are reducing our class size. Our classes had to get a little larger during the budget years. We've added 4 days back to our calendar. If you remember, we went to 160 5 years ago. We've added 4 days back. We've ended our furlough days, as I mentioned. We've decreased funding uncertainty, working with economic development with Shane, and we want to bring more business to Walton County. I think that's one of the things Walton Proud will do as well, and that will help our tax base, and of course continue to strengthen our relationship with our stakeholders is important. We think graduation rates will continue to rise, and our students will be prepared to transition to post-secondary education in the workforce. That's our goal. That's our mission, to get them ready for the future, and we believe that will happen in Walton County. I want to thank you very much for your time.
Okay, we do have some new members here who have joined the chamber since our last luncheon. So at this time, I think they're going to stand and give us their name and company and what city they're located in.
My name is Shane Bailey. I'm Winder. The Chiller Post and service area I cover is North Gwinnett, Warren Steel, Barrow, and Walton County.
Good afternoon, everyone. Chad Bridwell with Chiller Post Home Inspections. My wife and I are the actual owners of the franchise here. We cover 15 counties, including the one that Shane just mentioned, Hart to down to Lake Oconee, Eatonton area. So we cover quite a bit of territory. I do want to thank each and every one of you for being a part of Walton Proud. I have 2 children that graduated and are a part of the Walton County school system. My son is a senior at UGA, go Dogs. And I just wanted to tell you, this community, we moved in 2005, and it's done nothing but grow. Even though we had an impact a few years ago, it is coming back very strong, and it's all because of the people in this room. Thank you very much.
Debbie Jones, I'm with Heritage Realty. Recently opened up on North Broad Street here in with Nikki Stokely, I'm with Heritage Realty and the Monroe location as well.
Okay, thank y'all. Welcome. make sure you welcome them to the chamber when we adjourn in just a minute. Kevin?
Terry, I just want to say something. Since today is Walton Proud Day, I was at Georgia Perimeter College this morning, and on the bulletin board of the counselor's office down there is a Walton Proud program, a brochure. So that made me feel pretty proud because they got people coming from all the counties around, right down there to Newton County, to Georgia Perimeter College. Walton Proud's on the board.
Very good.
Hey folks, thanks for tuning in today. You know, normally we tell you a lot about different programs and things that are going on, but right now I just want to make a plea. You know, this is our busiest month. July was very busy, August has been very busy. In the last 5 days we've had 43 dogs brought in. I don't care how big of a shelter you build, with that many animals coming in, there just is no place to rehome that many so quick. So we really need your help. Maybe you're a pet owner and things aren't going well, or you don't want to deal with it anymore. You know, bringing your dog here is not the best option. This is the last place that you want to bring your animal. So if it's a matter of money, there's a lot of discounted places for food and vet care, or maybe you just can't have it anymore. Try to rehome your pet before bringing it to the animal control shelter. We try our hardest, but these months there's just a lot of euthanasia that happens. Like I said, over 40 dogs in 5 days. When we have 18 adoptable runs and only 9 more overflow runs, we can't hold that capacity. Rescues come, but not fast enough. So we just ask you, hang on to your pet, or maybe if you don't have one, come down and adopt from us. Don't buy somewhere, don't go somewhere else. Stay right here in Walton. We've got so many good dogs. We'll show you some of the dogs and cats that are here, but these are our busy summer months. We just really need your help. Pitch in and help your local shelter.
This is a female lab mix, about 3 months old, very sweet.
This is a little chocolate retriever. Little chocolate retriever mix puppy. It's a girl. She's about 4 to 5 months old. Real sweet. Got nice long hair. Real cute and affectionate. Be great with a family with kids.
Got a nice female dog right here, brindle color. Real good pet. Looking for a good home.
Alright, we got 2 pit mix, 1 male, 1 female, about 3 months old, looking for a good home.
This is a real happy little girl. She came in as a stray, and so far no owner has come to claim her. She's probably about 2 or 3 years old. She's a smaller dog, probably less than 20 pounds, and just has a real friendly attitude. Great little dog.
Have us a female Dachshund here, black with tan, maybe around 3 years old or such. Now's your chance to come get a Dachshund. We got one.
Green, green, green. It's your home, it's your dream. Radon test and keep it healthy and clean. Make it green, green, green.
Making it green is making sure the air in your home is healthy for your family to breathe. Make sure you test your home for the presence of radon. It's easy. To learn more, call 866-730-GREEN. Preserve your family's health and well-being. Get your home tested. Now that's living healthy and green.
Green, green, green. It's your home, it's your dream. Radon test and keep it healthy and clean. Make it green, green, green.
To learn more, call 866-730-GREEN.
Hello, my name is Anita Peters with Peters Realty Professionals in Loganville, Georgia, and I have some beautiful homes to share with you today. Information deemed reliable but not guaranteed. Hello, my name is Anita Peters with Peters Realty Professionals in Loganville, Georgia, and I have some beautiful homes to share with you today. Information deemed reliable but not guaranteed.
Do you have a collection of films and videotape sitting in your attic, basement, hall closet, or a box somewhere that are being lost to time? Creative artists can transfer your 8mm, Super 8mm, and 16mm films, as well as converting your VHS, CVHS, 8mm, and mini DV to DVD. Preserve your family's video history for the generations to come. Creative Artists, 1113 West Spring Street, Monroe, 770-267-7368.